my back, you laughing.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Set. 18. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mark. No time now. 52's the mark. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Got him.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Crash. Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop. 34.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set. 19. 25. Come on. You better bring it. 29. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Stop your whining. Motion, motion, motion. Let's go. Hey.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ready, ready! 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Protein spill.
Bang, bang. Check 52. Check, 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 check.
Look, squeeze.
Check. Check out.
Ready, ready!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Go!
65, 65.
Hey, Charlie! Go!
2nd and 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, wahoo!
55, line 55. All day, every day, any day.
Hey, Haywood! Two.
They're going to look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Hey, check 24. Watch twist. Watch twist. He's coming. We got double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the fly. Larry.
Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans push further out in front. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let him know.
You draw forfeit.
Derrick Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rock it. Hey.
Check 31. Showing up.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
General West.
Check 55 to Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Fair.
Under 10. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Uncorks one for Davis, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 33. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check three. Watch twist. Watch alert.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yep. Go, Jackrabbit. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready up.
55. Check tight end.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Sponge. No. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Go. Rush in.
6'6", pull it high. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
From the gun, Eason. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
55. Right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's it, baby.
Right at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day. All day. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Hey, lock it.
Kill, turn it up. Check the back or take
X3. 218. Chop it up.
Now it's Henry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Seven's the money. I know you.
Look at me. Zipper.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Check that.
This is Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
80 weapon. Go. Hey, Delta. Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go, checking motion.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Switch. Slam. Get him.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Check 13. Check 13. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, zoom. Yo, go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. 50, plant.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Shift.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, orbit. Go.
Mike 7. Watch QB drop. 7.
Hey, exit.
Pick it up. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Here I come. Mike 7. Mike 7. Let's go.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 3. Kill.
There.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Switch. Check 37. Watch out.
Topper. Hey. High 7. Hey.
I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Eason. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you.
Now it's Watson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got Fuller. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Eason, and that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. To try again after the sack. Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Miller. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Watch twist.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Miller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Ready to break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A gain of 14. First down, Titans. Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me.